Hamilton, good first step.
Ooh, they're letting them play. This is playoff basketball. They're letting them play.
And you assume that favors Detroit with their physical style. McGrady fouled by Robinson going to the rim.
No doubt about it, because Detroit is more accustomed to playing that way. It's not like it's out of style or out of character for them. But Tracy McGrady, I think, will step up to that challenge and hopefully bring his teammates along, for those of you cheering for Orlando.
McGrady averaged 32.1 points per game, leading the NBA in scoring, and also becoming the youngest player in the NBA to average over 30 points in a season since the NBA-ABA merger in 1976. Choice company, including Jordan, McAdoo, all-time great scorers.
The thing about it, he does it so easily. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a lot of effort for him to score. As you take a look at the brain trust there for Orlando.
2 Detroit lead. 9:24 to play in the first. Vaughn off the drive. McGrady fading away. He cans it. Tracy McGrady now with 4 points.
On the floor, knows that if you go up around the rim, Ben Wallace is somewhere around, and oh, they just got Bill Armstrong trying to set a screen on Michael Curry.
How many offensive fouls has Darryl Armstrong been called for in that vein? Setting a screen on the outside, the little guy.
Well, he tried, because they were trying to get Tracy McGrady open. You see him right there. See him step up. See how he jumped to his right? The official right on top of it. Good call.
Armstrong picks up his first, having just checked into the game. Robinson on a dunk down. He finds Hamilton coming to the rim.
Got a break. Garrett was there, missed it.
Curry drawing the assignment on Tracy McGrady. Here's Garrity out front. Orlando going small with Vaughn and Armstrong, both about 6'1". Cross court. Anticipation. Here's Billups. 2-on-1. Hamilton misses the dunk. Billups trying to follow. High off the window. It doesn't go. Oh, that is a rarity in the NBA.
Well, it really is. It looked as though he took off too early. Yeah, Giricek, as most of you know, came over in the trade with Drew Gooden, because Orlando, having given up Mike Miller, needed somebody that could shoot from the outside.
A 12-2 Piston run. McGrady puts an end to that with a jumper.
I mean, a tough jumper, too. Floating left and backwards. Number 10, Orlando has beaten the Pistons. They've gotten 20-plus points in every one of the quarters. In the games they've lost, they had one quarter where they didn't get up over, if you will, over 20. As Tracy McGrady got that up over Ben Wallace. And so it makes a difference whether or not they have, if you will, a 19 or less point quarter.
The game clock, we're winding down in the first.
And you look right away, Pistons going to a 1-2 zone almost with McGrady with the ball.
McGrady dishing. Corner 3, Giricek. No. Robinson with 6 seconds.
Oh.
Gets it ahead. Hamilton, pull-up jump.
That's his shot. They got it going from all angles here.
Giricek at the buzzer. It won't go. The Pistons with an offensive explosion through the first 12 minutes of game action. They end the quarter on a 21-6 run. And they lead it after one, 31-14 over the Magic. Pistons playing with a sense of urgency in a 1-game-to-none hold. We'll have second quarter action after this. 31-14, Pistons in front of the Magic. And Detroit getting it from all angles in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're able to get it from Ben Wallace, which you would really like to see close to the basket. But Rip Hamilton is one of the best in-between shooters in basketball, but he's got to play with somebody that plays solid defense first. And he does that with Michael Curry. Rip Hamilton takes a seat right now next to Michael Curry. You can see 13 points on 7 shots. Missed 1 of 4 free throws.
Now the Pistons shot 32% in game 1. They are shooting 57% through 1 quarter here as John Barry checks in for Detroit. Wallace remains on the floor. Corliss Williamson will see his first action, as will Mehmet Okur for the Pistons.
Yeah, but 25% shooting for Orlando. That, I really think, it makes the big difference. If the team has shot 47% in game 1, 25% in the first half.
Atkins catch and shoot. They're not missing.
Oh, they came out firing.
33-14 Detroit.
And the bench wants to get into it because it took a lot of heat over the last couple of days. Outscored 28-16 in game 1.
Here's McGrady, puts it on the floor for a pull-up. No, wrong rebound. Barry provides this team with energy. Oh, Williamson, sleight of hand, and a foul call.
John Barry was on a roll. He just dropped the ball, if you will, to Corliss Williamson and fooled everyone.
And O'Cour knocks it over to Burke. Pistons still maintaining the high shooting percentage, 56% from the field. Magic at 26%. Kemp is hammered on the inside. And O'Cour had something to say.
Well, they got to understand, O'Cour's not going to back off.
With the reputation of being the best defensive team in the NBA, and they're living up to that in this first half, but they've added a little something to the repertoire. They've been outstanding on the offensive end.
They've made shots, which is always going to be important in the game. But I think what they get is a chance from their defense to get good looks, as Tracy McGrady just takes whatever look he can get and makes the most of it.
Corliss Williamson was called on the personal foul before the timeout, and that's why he was trying to chat up the officials to plead his case. McGrady back on the floor, now has 10 of Orlando's 21 points. Williamson takes the open.
Offensive.
Good, able to get to the spot and draw the foul.
That's pretty good health defense there. They knew that Corliss Williamson did not want to take the jump shot because both defenders see Corliss Williamson and they back away from him. But you see right there, Drew Gooden does a nice job getting back in position and gets that foul call against Williamson.
Second personal foul on the man they call the Big Nasty, McGrady. Feeling it.
It's hard because Williamson's chasing him off screens. That's hard for Corliss Williamson.
12 points for Tracy McGrady, 5 of 9 from the field, and the Pistons' lead is 18. Atkins setting up the offense. Rabracha against Kent with a jump hook. No good. Gooden with the ball.
Can't get much more of a shot than that.
Armstrong.
Oh, my
McGrady.
goodness.
Wow, what a play, hanging in the air.
The lob was to go to the right side of the basket. It came down, and the only place that McGrady could grab it was as he was getting to the other side and easily put it up backwards with the left hand.
And a 9-3 Orlando run, a 22nd timeout taken by Rick Carlisle and the Pistons. 41-25 Magic looking to rally.
Now watch this pass. You see McGrady out in front. Watch. He sees he can't get the dunk and just takes his time, runs by the rim, lays it off the glass. Heads up play.
6 straight points for T-Mac.
Yeah, T-Mac is, you know, that's why they gave him that break, because he came out trying to challenge that energy of Detroit and really couldn't get a good look. Finally got out in open court. He's made 2 jump shots and that layup.
During the regular season, Detroit averaged just over 91 points per game. Meanwhile, Orlando was at 98.5. And it's a 14-point disparity. McGrady, count it. Tracy McGrady just gets into the zone.
When he comes off, and I'm telling you, the shots he's making look easy. Those are tough shots. He comes off the screen, the guy's trailing. If you're going left, you expose your right hand. It doesn't even bother him to knock down that shot.
16 for McGrady. Atkins got Gooden in the air. A jump shot. No. And an offensive drought for the Pistons. McGrady for Gooden. We are past the halfway point of the second quarter. McGrady. He is soaking hot. T-Mac is not missing.
My goodness. I mean, from nowhere, he just starts drilling shots.
A 3-ball for Tracy McGrady, and the Pistons take a timeout. Name a spot on the floor. McGrady will make a shot from there. And just like that, the Magic are back into it. 41-32, Pistons with a lead. Magic making their move here in the second quarter. Let's check in with Andre Aldridge.